All right, finally live. Late again on a Friday. Okay. So let me finish setting this up and then we can talk about what's going on here. About why this isn't the game you thought it might have been. Oops. That is something I'll have to do this weekend though, is like set up playlists and stuff for all this. Okay. There's that. So yeah. um I sat down last night to like formally do some grinding for Romancing Saga, and holy fucking shit. Nightmare. Like so bad. Um I think I gained about 40 or 50 HP for everyone, which takes time. That takes a lot of time to do. And I got them about 4 or 5 stat level increases, and I was like, this might not be enough, but I want to see, kind of where I'm at.
It's my turn.
Right, of course.
Okay, that's what I wanted. With the whole like, I want to see where I'm at. So like, I was doing some testing against the boss to see if I was even competing. And I shifted some items around too, right? So that my guys would have better protection from the charm status. And holy shit, it barely made a difference. I think I lasted a little longer and did a tiny bit more damage.
Here we go.
I can do this.
Right, of course.
And I was like, I am not going to be able to play this tomorrow. And that was true. That was true. East Seldick Highway. Yeah, it's this way. So yeah, it was bad. So I was like, I want to keep streaming. Like, I don't want to get out of the habit. So I was like, I need to play something. But I also need to grind more on my free time, so you don't have to watch me grind. So I'm going to do some more grinding this weekend, focusing pretty hard on Romancing Saga. See what I can get out of it. And it might be postponed again. I don't know. I don't want to like put it off forever and be like, I'll finish it someday. No, it shouldn't take me longer than a week maybe to grind. The biggest problem I've had is that putting streaming into my schedule, a little bit of a time sink, you know? I don't really have time to do... This is my gaming time, right? I have, for most of you that like follow the channel or follow me on the Falsebound Discord and stuff, you know that I have a toddler who's like 2.5. Good kid, love her to death. But she takes a lot of my time in the afternoons. Like, I work early in the morning, so my time to stream is now. Like, this is my game time. I don't have too much game time unless I stay up late at night or, play on the weekends or something. And sometimes you don't always want to play, like, a work obligation game on the weekends.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah. If you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Here we go.
Interesting. Is that the boss in the clearing right there that we're supposed to fight? That was an HP 1. That's pretty nice. Okay, I'm saving a lot because I know this can be pretty hard.
My turn. Right.
Though I did sit down and grind a little bit in this yesterday, and that was much easier than Romancing Saga grinding, so... Is that if I can dedicate a whole day to Romancing Saga grinding, it should be fine. I hope. You know.
Build a formation.
Oh, fuck.
My turn. There.
This game's hitboxes can be so weird sometimes.
Right. No.
Right. Hang in there.
You have my thanks. Right. Shatter. Go. There. My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
Right. Hang in there.
Thanks. Right. Shatter.
Nice.
Go. My turn. Is everybody okay?
Was worried that might end bad. Yeah, I was gonna say I only grinded for like 45 minutes in this game, and then everything was like, you know, more than fine. So this is what we're playing today. I may have to like put Romancing Saga off till like next Friday as like a worst case scenario, but if that's what it ends up being, it's kind of whatever.
Watch out, guys! Fool!
That was pretty clutch.
My turn. No! My turn.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Of course. Hey! Go!
Yeah, I did some light grinding.
Hey! Evil will fall before my blade.
Yeah, I went up like a level or two, and then it was mostly to get money, and then I upgraded the girls' weapons specifically because they're new to the party and stuff.
Is that a treasure chest?
And I knocked out like the side quests that were here. Oh, maybe I did that on stream. We did that on stream, I think. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of retarded. I think it's what we were fighting.
A worthy adversary.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
My turn. Shatter! Now!
Go. Go. There. Go.
An opening!
Right. Turn to flames. Burn!
Arcus activate.
Right! Shatter! Off guard!
Go.
My turn. Arcus activate.
Here we go.
Arcus activate.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
My turn. There.
My turn! Shatter!
My turn.
Just that sword alone was such a good upgrade.
Arcus activate. My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, that was it?
Turn to flames.
That's all you had for me, buddy? I thought you were gonna do something crazy.
Burn!
Is everybody okay?
Clap that thing. Increases the potency of healing arts. Oh, I go 1.5. Nice. Hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind. She would tell the people that the monster is done. Or killed. Taken care of. Something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. I like Laura, she's cute. Then again, I like women with giant great swords. I think that's pretty cool. Sure hope her character stays, like, enjoyable throughout the entire series. That's correct. The very outskirts, the cruise in Providence. Such the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. That's hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. Probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I still owe you all your reward for this. Please take these. Some syrup, some eggs, some salt. One of the Biffins. Right, you get to eat your own stash. How goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. Importing becomes a much easier task now thanks to Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. My apologies, I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you have all the you have my thanks. I learned a lot from this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. I wonder if their government makes them dump food too, like ours. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. I venture out into the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay, though. My hometown is in the countryside. I'm kind of used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this little exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. Is my phone around here? I'll have to grab my phone in a minute. No, it'd definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back down. Head back to town. Alright, I'm gonna grab my phone and I'll be right back. Should be 5 seconds. Okay. making sure everything's going alright with the stream too. Back to the teacher, right?
Watch out, guys!
My turn. Retreat. There. Now's our chance.
An opening.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Nice.
Too slow.
Of course. Shatter.
Go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Nice.
I did it.
Ground bait. Some fishing. Is there something I'm supposed to do about that? This appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. We should go take a look. Why? Why should we get involved? I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I even got the permit for it. Stop lying to me and Vamoose. See some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up a stall. Young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the Providence's ruling lord. Oh, so for Celtic, it would be... We must stop them. Violence isn't going to solve anything. Nah, beat each other up, it'll be fine. Nothing to do with you meddling kids. Maybe you should try acting like adults. What did you say to me, you pipsqueak? Currently visiting this town on a field study, and while we're not yet former members of the army, I'm afraid we constantly walk by and ignore a fight. I mean, you can. Oh no, look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Both permits expire at the same time. What's the meaning of this? Fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing to the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but you should ask both of you to put your differences aside until fuck me, until it's resolved. Okay, I guess that was a close one. He's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Caldix Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. Be so kind to come along. I'll treat you to some tea. I didn't answer the question. So you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed, Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine. He asked me to personally select a few tasks he might be able to complete. Appreciate your consideration. It's no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful for you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. Just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right, both their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. Other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far fewer sales numbers. Better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find the whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issue of issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true, it's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If you can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility should fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? Yeah, we know it's Duke Alberea or whatever. One of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. That's cause for a riot. With a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. Man, if only our local governments could heed that warning. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've even gone to Berea hard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. They always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. It's been on roughly 2 months now. Mixed up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should be absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. Seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. It's pretty fucked up. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I have a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. At least I hope you are. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be too easy if it was just kill a monster and do a couple fetch quests. Elson's really unfair. Yeah, I agree. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. Reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of the House Alberea. Current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Eustace for some help here? If that was anything he could do, among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. Since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, the old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Are you gonna tell me this is our goal all along? To solve this problem? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm gonna have to sort them out. What? We're going to see Group B now? Town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. No, don't you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. I'll be looking forward to your report. Man, spoken like a true boss. I can't believe it. As though she knows exactly what's going on. And then she spent the whole day drinking at the inn. Well, probably because everyone comes and gossips at the end. Like, it's got a bar there. Silver reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Okay. Yeah, we get it. I do feel that. I'm tired too. Is there even anything you can do out here? I don't think there's too much we can do. Like this. Done most of this already, I think. Yeah. Could trade in some stuff for money, but I don't think I need that yet.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Fighting.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were.
Probably beating each other up.
I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. But I can't wrap my head around
How's the
all
game?
this
Game is good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's a bit slow, but it's helpful to know that it picks up eventually, you know.
Just go with the flow for a change. It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere,
I also think I'm settling in to this difficulty quite well.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our
Much better
reasons?
having 4 characters instead of 3.
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It's a good way to get out and touch grass.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
I wanted to play
Yeah,
music.
You said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up,
Me?
Huh.
I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
Eh.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow? Man, they get to sleep in till 6? Sounds great. So we need an early start. I really appreciate it.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now. But it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
You can shut your brain off?
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation. And I'm not about to remind her.
Reen,
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Kafai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training.
I mean, it makes sense.
In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
Wow, she told you to fuck off. Yikes.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
It's not like I like you or anything.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
That should hopefully be an interesting plot point to follow as the game progresses.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Received information as a perk. Okay.
Drinks are on me someday.
Alright, what do we got? Lost wallet. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find its owner? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Lizzie. Large ferocious monster has been sighted on a West Seldick highway. I'd be happier if someone looked it up. Okay, yeah, sure. You want to Trista today? Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. Last train headed leaves around 9 o'clock. You get those quick enough you can have dinner here before you leave. Really? Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Nothing for which an apology is required. Not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, to the path of the sword itself. For those reasons, it feels inappropriate for me to say what I said. If that's the case, then there's one other person you should be apologizing to as well. Can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel the same way. See to our friends again then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. So I handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. You did what now? Since we've caused you undue concern. Can we just all forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Just got caught up on the way here, but never mind that, we have a big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Somebody kill someone? Sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise were stolen. Oh. I guess it's about the same thing. Suppose it means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for the resolution. Let's get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. Just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. Yeah, I highly doubt that's the case. I have a feeling this will become my problem. Let's take a slight detour and see what happened in the market then. But don't I have to, like...
It's my turn.
This is what I wanted. So we have to kind of go over to the market. Oh, yeah, literally gonna make me. Okay. Students from yesterday. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. They said a swear word. Manager came to try and break them up, but doesn't seem to be having any luck. Oh, no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? We could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, it might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? How dare you destroy them? Well, weren't both their stalls destroyed? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. See, we saw this right here and now. Let's say, weren't both their stalls destroyed? Like, doesn't really make sense to blame the other. They really are completely ruined. This is awful. Harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they'll still be smashed. They'll be worse off. Took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. You're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage in my stall, or else I can't be held responsible. Oh, back to strangling each other. Oh, the military decided to show up. Crazy. Are they just gonna arrest them both and be like, whatever? I believe you're the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Market manager explained to the army officer what happened. I see. Solution is simple. Arrest them both. Yeah, shocker. What do you mean take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is clear as day. The 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. Wow, that's ridiculous. I think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without an investigation. So they were just gonna arrest merchants and throw them into jail. It was probably them. The military probably did it. Something that seems really wrong. Wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the military that did it. They had nothing to solve the underlying problem. See how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. Show me anger, take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls, and we're already running late, so I hate to ask, would y'all mind lending me a hand? Clearly, the remains of the 2 stalls. With the help of bringing those on top of that, the market was able to finally open. We're able to open the Grand Market for business today quicker than I expected. Can't even begin to tell how grateful I am. Blah blah. Merchant stalls his livelihood. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You've seen the problems faced in the merchants this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Maybe at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those 2 merchants are just going to accept this and move on. I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done, I'm just not sure what. Something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. You feeling unwell? I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, it's not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We just can't stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. Provincial Army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on all of us. You really think we're up for something like this? Kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. Should we at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks? She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Does make a good case. Not sure we're up for it though, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. With everything you can, find answers. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I wouldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. That's settled. We should act quickly. Let's get this investigation started. First things first, we decided to start investigating. Logical starting point with the Grand Market itself. So perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. If we miss the last train home to Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. We need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. I think this is the wallet quest right here. Someone's wallet in the store. Kept it with me in hopes that they would come back and get it, but I was going to claim it. I'd such like to ask you for your help in delivering it back to the owner. Here's the wallet I found. Fortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner. Money. Only thing was a train ticket for Heimdall that was scheduled for tonight. Imagine the owner's frantically searching for it, which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it.
My turn.
Here it is. While it seems to match the description we received, can ask when the inquiry was made. I believe it was this morning. Young lady came into panic, complete loss without her wallet and its contents. What I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone. It's your teacher. She mentioned something about returning to the end to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. It's the weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. Aww. I was close. She mentioned that she'd be searching the rest of the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Sure. Story mission, story mission. Mentioned about having no choice but to rely on Aidios now, though. Yeah, I gotta be at the church. There she is. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Wouldn't happen to recognize his wallet, would you? Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. No. I would like that cash. Are you serious? Oops. Plush of a strange yet lovable creature. Smells oddly sweet. 100 HP. Boost defenses. I think is this the west? That's the east highway. Are you gonna let me fight this monster first, or are you gonna make me do the... Oh, I guess I'm locked into this one. Alright. Sorry, it is me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. I mean, yeah, he just lost his livelihood. Really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. Might be able to find the true culprit. Better than doing nothing. Your students at a military academy. Well, I don't think that's the real issue, but... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. Though the merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen? Like a equipment item? Yeah. Hoping to bring the fat here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. What do you think of how much money I lost in a single night? Probably a lot. No, but he's certainly a prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he decided he'd just run my stall together. That's kind of rash. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back. Yeah, sure. Just start talking. Hard to blame him. I mean, yeah, he got relegated to the back, even though he's a local. Like, got all of his like goods stolen. Like, left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday. Didn't come back till this morning. Sort of stayed over at a friend's place. Another merchant got drunk and ranted at him all night. Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. Wandered over here with an awful hangover and found that what I found gave me help to start. My whole stall in shambles. All the processed foods I was going to sell were gone. Nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Why'd you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it. Smash his stall so he could have all that spot, so he could have that spot all to himself. That doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He broke his own shit! Yikes. It's pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. No, the merchant saw anybody do anything in the provincial army sure ain't about to help. Yeah, pretty much. Really don't think either of them is responsible? Clearly. The chances of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible they're out to just steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming they were somewhere else when the crime took place. We knew who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? Market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues. We should focus our attention elsewhere. So a group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we could work out reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding the culprit. Talking about the army. Have them to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? Market managers that they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue. Which means the army should refuse to intervene with quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why'd they come and intervene this morning? Now you're putting your brain together. It really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought the dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. One minute they're refusing to do anything, the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. As we go looking at the army's guardhouse to take a look around. Maybe we'll learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. It makes sense. Market, like, this is the east.
I've got this.
Like, you're gonna make me do this other quest, right? Guardhouse is over here, right? A few questions about the incident that occurred at the market this morning. Visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy, and would very much appreciate the chance to have experienced soldiers such as yourself handle difficult everyday situations. See what I can do? That didn't sound very confident. Comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Wait and see what we can get out of them. Even more importantly, it's what they don't say that matters. Yeah, no kidding. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. What do you want? Make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. I'm not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident in the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army would be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Got a big mouth for someone your age. Seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? Number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord. Will of the nobility is absolute. Just follow orders, protect what we have a duty to protect. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect. Interpret my words however you want. Follow orders, as the military works. Don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. I was hoping you'd be able to get something out of them, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. I hope this has been enlightening. Now if you excuse me, I have a job to do. Would you mind answering one more question? Do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant? All I had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. Oh. How would they know that? I was under the impression that you hadn't investigated the matter at all. We only discovered that each of the merchants continued to sell a short while ago ourselves. We have our own ways of finding things out. You do well not to underestimate us. I have wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. But the burglary happened last night and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records or something like that. Why would they bother? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while. I think those two merchants being given permits at the same spot was a coincidence either. probably done to get them to start fighting so they can get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that could be brought under control without the army's help. Probably. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. They waited for things to get out of hand and then shut up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough that they'd feel like they'd have no choice but to withdraw the petition. But thanks to Elliot, I do believe you finally uncovered the truth of the matter. Just got lucky, that's all. No, that was a pretty good deduction. Provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be able to find them and catch them. Scared of members of the provincial army, it's not going to be an easy task. Far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. Whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Keldig. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a large amount of goods without them being found. Escape by train? Boarding a train would be that much merchandise would raise suspicion. Less than a day, so they can't have gotten far. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or entering the town. What do you mean? You just said that we needed to go onto the roads. Was it the wrong road? Bro. Anytime this child knows, stop it. Look what that nasty man did to her. Something the matter. It's just chasing after my cat. Weird man asleep on the side of the street. He was really drunk. Nasty smell coming off him nearly made Lulu faint. Keep an eye on her to make sure she keeps her distance from him. Like Alita, if I ever heard one. We should go talk to him. So we'll look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. This is the east exit, so it's the other way. This guy. It's only midday, he's already completely blitzed. Nature Park was my whole life. Oh! That would check out. I wonder if he's talking about the Lunaria Nature Park we saw yesterday. Yeah, I used to be the park ranger for the old place. And you lost your job out of nowhere. I gave him life for that job, I did. And they just came and took it all from me. Damned official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. Can't take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. Job was my life. This doesn't sound right. Hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without a good reason. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? Drinking here last night too, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of that town to the rest exit. Weird thing was, they were carrying a bunch of wooden boxes in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya. They'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise they're undetected. Men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. Provincial official was the one to tell me it was fired. That's practically a smoking gun. What I said, but if I help you out, why don't you buy me a drink? Good chance you may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? Okay. Save, because that was a lot. I think the nature park is all the way over there.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, it's that thing.
Watch out, this is a tough one.
Right. Turn to flames. Burn.
You missed?
Give it up, everyone!
My turn. There.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Right!
Speak to fire and earth.
Go.
My turn!
My turn. Shatter! Now! Go!
Not here.
Let's go! My turn!
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Huh?
Nice.
It's my turn.
My turn!
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Understood. Right. Behold, my most powerful strike. Radiant blade dance.
Right! Give it up, everyone!
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Too slow. My turn.
Right!
Right. Arcus activate.
Ha! Arcus, activate! Huh?
I can do this. Let's go.
Go! There!
Right.
Got him.
Evil will fall before my blade.
I did it!
Hooray!
I did it!
I've only just begun.
Right! My turn!
Right.
I've
Does
got
that like
this.
complete the quest? Okay, I actually have to go back to the village and tell him that I killed it. Which is fine. We probably could rest anyway. Hue material. Ugh. That's what we need for our weapons, right? Customized weapon. Um. Interesting. Heal allies in an area. Alright, all healed up and ready to go. Oops.
No! They caught us off.
Here we go!
Thanks.
Oh wow, that heals a ton.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Jeez.
Is everyone okay?
Lunaria Nature Park.
I wonder what happened to those bossy guys who were here before. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Ugh.
What?
It's a bracelet.
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
Yeah. It's extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to...
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
What are you going to do?
The 8 Leaves, One Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
Huh?
Seriously?
Wow! You got it right in two!
I did. Thankfully.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
Post haste.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah. What do you think they're supposed to be?
I imagine they were made by the animists in this province.
It's a treasure chest! Well, shall we begin?
Here we go!
Restores 20 CP over 4 turns. Oh, cool. That's actually really cool.
Right! Turn to flames! Burn!
My turn! Arcus activate!
Of course. Shatter! my thanks.
My turn.
Of course. Shatter!
My turn.
Right. Let's go.
My turn.
Huh?
Thanks. Go.
Oh, we did it.
Citrus bottle. Sure.
This way's a dead end.
Yeah, this park covers a lot more area than I was expecting.
That was a nice amount of material.
I can do this.
My turn.
Right. Here we go.
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Oh, there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot.
To fish?
Is that a treasure chest?
It's my turn.
Of course.
Just how deep does this forest go?
We must be pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there. We have nothing to fear.
Go.
It's my turn. Let's go. Huh?
Right. Shatter!
Go.
Right. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
My turn.
Nice, nice.
Arcus, activate.
My turn. There.
My turn. Shatter! Now!
Right.
Right.
My turn. Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, a treasure chest.
We have nothing to fear.
Here we go.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant Blade Dance!
My turn.
Fool!
Oh, nice.
It's my turn. Let's go.
My turn.
No. Huh?
Here we go. There.
Right. Hang in there.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Right.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I can do this. Huh? Right. Arcus activate. Huh!
Thanks. Take this.
Nice.
Right. Arcus activate. Huh?
Thanks.
Take this.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
Of course! Shatter!
This looks bad.
Here we go.
Oh, I've named another heat wave. That's pretty nice.
Is that a treasure chest?
Won't give up.
I can do this. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Right.
I don't know how much this is gonna do, but
Right. Fool.
My turn.
My turn.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Right.
there's just two of them? Oh.
My turn.
My turn. Hey!
Right.
My turn.
Go.
Hey! You still have a lot
Interesting.
of training to do.
All that for a golden sphere? Probably not worth it at the end of the day.
Oh, hey! There's an Orbman charging station.
We must be in the most remote reaches of the park. Here we go.
It's my turn.
Right.
My turn.
Oh, must have been some enemy was like on me. Alright, I assume this is a boss fight.
There they are.
Not bad for a night's work. And if those idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be able to make even more.
Don't get carried away now. We get a reward for all this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is.
Still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them.
No idea. But then, I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
You're not going anywhere.
What?
Who's there?
Oh no, we've caught the thieves!
Ah, you're those students from yesterday!
I know I locked the gate.
Don't tell me you broke in.
Indeed, we did.
It looks like the stolen goods are all here too.
We caught you red-handed.
Let's take them out!
They're just kids. They should be no match for us.
That's right, shoot those kids.
Since we're all alone out here, ain't nobody gonna see a thing.
certainly doubt we'll be the ones to endure a beating here today.
As long as we make good use of the Arcus's combat links.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Here we go.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn. Give it up, everyone!
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Got it, leave it to me. Right. Arcus activate.
Of course.
Okay, this is a power shot.
My turn.
Alright, got him.
Behold, my most powerful striker! Radiant Blade Dance! We should keep going.
All right.
Not bad.
Oh, this has got to be some kind of joke. They're kids!
How pitiful. That barely even qualifies as a warm-up.
Well, when you're used to Instructor Sarah's training exercises, warm-ups take on a whole new meaning.
That's very true.
Bottom line, we won. Fair and square. I'd suggest you surrender yourselves and apologize to everyone in the Grand Market for all the trouble you've caused.
And we'll be returning those stolen goods to their rightful owners, too.
We would also be very interested to learn who hired you.
Obviously, the local police, military,
You must
militia.
be out of your damned minds if you really think you've won.
Elliot?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just thought I heard the sound of a flute.
What was that?
It sounded like the cry of an enormous beast.
What's happening?
Not even the bandits done
It's
that.
coming this way!
Oh, not a fan of that. Warring baboon Granoja.
Ah! Help!
A giant baboon?
It's huge!
I believe we're dealing with the ruler of this forest. What would you suggest, Reen?
Well, they may be thieves, but we can't just leave them to die.
Nah, I mean you
We're going to
can.
have to fight it.
Understood.
All right.
Helios, help us!
Be careful, this one looks
Oh
strong.
no, I do not like this at all.
Of course.
Right. Give it up, everyone! I get it.
Green can now use Flame Slash. He cannot use S breaks like Laura.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna hit one of them.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
Forgot my link got broken.
Shatter! Off guard! Go!
I can do this. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Oh, I'd rather use Firebolt than this guy.
Focus activate.
Oh shit.
Go! Flames, scabble on my blade. Strike!
Take this.
Right.
This is not good.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
Oh, that was such an important miss. Okay, he's resistant. Okay, physical attacks. Oh shit.
Arcus activate.
Not here. Let's go.
Ha!
Thanks. Huh?
You have my thanks.
Here we go. There.
It's my turn. Let's go.
Of course.
Arcus activate.
Oh, clutch miss.
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
I need to get her out of here.
It's my turn.
weaker to wind than it is fire. Okay.
Arcus, activate!
Right.
It's pretty clear though that my goal should be to get to a position to where I can set up my CP charge. Alright, then we can get you out of here, hopefully.
Go!
Arts.
There!
Right! Arcus, activate!
I can do this. Hang in there.
You have my thanks. Of course.
Here we go! Flames, gather on my blade! Strike!
Right! Give it up, everyone!
Of course.
Right. Arcus, activate. Huh? I can do this. Let's go.
Right!
Ha!
Here we go! Huh.
I can do this.
She can't hit herself with Blessed Arrow.
My turn!
Okay, that poison might be something. I probably need to do a basic heal. Oh.
My turn! Huh.
It's my turn. Let's go. Ha!
Thanks! Right!
Yeah, I might need to give that to her.
Arcus, activate. Ha!
Oh boy.
Huh. Right. Behold, my most powerful strike. Radiant blade death.
It's my turn. Hang in there.
Thanks. Thanks. Right. Give it up, everyone.
Here we go. There. Ha!
See if I can turn around here. There we go.
Right.
Go. Flames, gather on my blade. Strike.
Right.
Nice.
Give it up, everyone.
We finally get Laura in resounding beat.
My turn.
Still not much she can do.
It's my turn.
Right.
I can do this. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Thanks. Here we go.
I'm not gonna lie, Rain seems more impactful right
Right.
now. Such a devastating move. He's not in range?
I can do this. Huh?
Here we go.
can do this.
My turn. Flames, gather on my blade.
Right.
My turn. Arcus activate.
I can do this. Hang in there.
My turn.
Using a passion here doesn't sound like a bad move. Resounding beat. Yeah, they probably need resounding beat.
It's my turn.
I was hoping a poison proc, but I didn't get it. Oh!
Here we go.
Is that a clutch stun I see?
Go.
An opening.
Are they close enough to hit? The only really real hope here is it's like I poison him with her.
My turn.
Sounding beat. I've already used this.
My
Oh,
turn.
okay. Should be a fully powered up Radiant Dance.
Powerful strike. Radiant blade dance.
Go.
Oh, that stun was even bigger.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's my turn.
Oh, don't cuck me out of it now.
Let's go. Huh?
Thanks.
Here we go.
Come on, Reen.
Flames, gather on my blade.
He's got that crit turn again, which does not bode well. Oh, and he missed! Let's go! Oh. So clutch.
Let's keep moving.
So clutch. Jeez. Angel reached level 2. Automatically recover from KO. Okay, that's pretty nice. Fortuna. Oh, so she recovers more HP. Okay, gotcha. Her Brave leveled up. Two turns at 25% bonus strength. And then I got an attack too.
Great.
Nice.
Nicely done. That was kind of terrifying.
I thought we were done for.
Still, at least we were able to defeat it.
Yeah, no kidding. That was horrifying.
Rean, what was that skill you just performed?
Oh, it was something I've been working on for a while. This was the first chance I had to put it through its paces, though. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
I see.
You really are amazing, Rean.
We only won because of that, like, fire damage, because it was guaranteed to burn them, which was doing, like, I think percentage-based damage to it.
Yeah, you're always there to help us when we need it most.
No, that's not true. There's really only so much I can do on my own. We wouldn't have been able to defeat that thing if we hadn't all been working together as a team. This was a victory for Group A as a whole.
Well said.
Indeed.
Unbelievable. What are these kids even doing here?
Bastard. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Who are you talking about?
What? Uh-oh.
It seems we have some unwelcome guests.
There they are.
And they're not alone.
Put your hands in the air. Don't try to resist.
Why are you surrounding us and not them?
Because they hired the thieves!
Keep your mouth shut.
They're gonna arrest you, dipshits, and pin it on you.
Don't think we're gonna go easy on you just because you're students.
Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you.
They're not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people and a collection of stolen goods, but no indication of which group was responsible. Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the perpetrators?
What?
Do you intend to frame us?
This is preposterous.
I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business and learn your place. The Kreuzin province is the territory of Duke Alborea. And I will not have a gaggle of bratty students poking their noses where they don't belong. You will back down now, or we'll be more than happy to arrest you right here and drag you to Berea Hard City, kicking and screaming.
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
I'm afraid you'll be doing no such thing.
Did our alcoholic teacher come back to help us?
What?
Who's there? Oh,
Aww. So special forces, even better.
It's the Railway Military Police.
Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP.
They're supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
The Icy Maiden.
I love how the local militias have like muskets and bayonets, and these dudes walk in with like machine guns
Why is one of the
and battle
Chancellor's
rifles.
dogs come here?
what is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Kreuzin Provincial Army. The Imperial Army has no right to intervene.
With all due respect, Caldic is a major interchange station in our railway network. So in point of fact, we have every right to investigate any incidents that occur in this general vicinity, as I'm sure you well know. And in accordance with our investigation thus far, after
after having questioned all those connected to the incident, we have concluded that it is impossible for any of these students to be guilty of these crimes. Do you wish to contest this judgment? Well then, may I suggest you leave us to do our jobs? The RMP will take responsibility for returning all of the stolen goods to their rightful owners as well.
Oof, F in the chat.
Withdraw! We're returning to Keldic!
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
You've got to be kidding me!
We had a deal.
Take them into custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, crap. Totally bold.
There's no point in resisting. You're coming with us.
Yeah. Sucks to suck, I guess.
Damned Iron Blood dog.
She's really pretty.
Is she really part of the RMP?
Thank you all very much for your assistance. My name is Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. We're a division of the Imperial Army. And you are the visiting students from Thor's Military Academy, are you not? I'll need to file a report about what happened here. So would the four of you mind accompanying me?
Ugh. Military reports. At least didn't make me sit there and do a let's explain what happened the last 10 minutes. Thanks to you, stolen goods have been returned, and those responsible and found and arrested. Can't possibly express my gratitude. All we do is physically arrest the culprits. I mean, you bailed us out. They were gonna arrest us, right? Frame us for the crime. So the credit for this achievement is yours and yours alone. Still, it's supposed to be rude not to accept your thanks. Shall be very proud of what you've accomplished. Of course, we'll continue to leave a number of our soldiers here for the time being. Rest assured that we'll take care of any further problems that may arise. You're greatly obliged. Though your personal loyalties may differ, both the RMP and Provincial Army are made up of Erebronian soldiers, so I'd appreciate if you try not to stand out too much. Your presence may create some anxiety among the locals. Well, they're here because your police force is refusing to do their job, right? Sorry to take up so much of your time. Yeah, for sure. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I regret having stepped in at all. Overcoming such an impossible situation is probably meant to be part of your field study too. To build character.
Yeah, I may be good, but I'm not that good.
Oh! Instructor?
I was wondering when you'd show up.
It's been a while, Sarah.
That it has. 6 months, give or take? Honestly, I had no idea you RMP folks were gonna get involved with this. I suppose you had everything that was happening here figured out all along.
You overestimate my abilities. I did receive a report that suggested there might be trouble here, but that's it.
Oh, from your brother, I take it. Nothing gets past you lot.
We're just trying to make sure we're prepared to deal with any problems that might arise. But I'm sorry to say I don't have any more time to catch up with you right now. I really need to be taking my leave. I wish all the best to you and the rest of Class 7.
Movements and actions over those of a skilled officer. I mean, yeah, if the the railway is like your most important asset, right? Makes sense that the railway police would be a pretty big deal. So you managed to finish up all the tasks I laid out for you, so I think it's about time we take our leave of this place. Sure.
She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster. If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
So, this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh? I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had the same thought. Testing the Argus is clearly a big reason for coming here, but it's not the only reason. I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia we've only read about in books.
Getting involved in
And
political
getting to see
strife
issues
and providence
occurring in those
issues.
regions firsthand, just like in Celtic.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this time, so too may we be called upon to do so again. These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct, and I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're training everywhere we go.
Well, you're about half right.
Instructor.
I was so certain you were sound asleep.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do. As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance, as is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders. Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Just as I thought.
It's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
Now that you mention it...
The Bracer Guild prides itself in protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were given in Celtic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
Yeah, I guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people. Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me. Which means...
How are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I suppose until she does, all we can do is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
Yeah.
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. It's just, well, we've been in the same class for a month now. And this whole time I've been kind of keeping you in the dark.
What do you mean?
No shit.
You aren't referring to the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it?
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time. Regarding my social class.
What?
Are you saying your family...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked. But technically I come from a family of nobles. My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
Schwarzer. Now that you mention it, I have heard the name before. An honorable family, closely tied with the Imperial family themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
I never would have imagined you might be the son of a noble, too.
I wouldn't have expected you to. I don't act like one. My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't behave like your typical nobles at all. And technically, since I was adopted, I don't have any actual noble blood running through me. I'm upper class in name only.
So, you...
Sounds like you've got your own issues to deal with, just like the rest of us, huh?
I don't think of it as a big deal, and I don't want you to think of it as one either. I just didn't want to keep it a secret any longer. After everything we've been through these past few days, I owe you guys that much. I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
I don't know what to say.
You consider us to be major parts of your life?
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
Ah, youth. Still, even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police, that ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. Seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
Who's this Power Ranger looking ass?
I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did. We may need to adjust our plans to compensate for this interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus, giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course. The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
End of chapter 1.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Receives Medal of Fortitude as a perk.
Keep up
Nice.
the good work. Good showing, everyone.
Class 7's bonds have been strengthened. Nice. Reen and Alyssa's reached Link level 2. Link attack and then finishing blow. Sure. Okay. Kidding aside. With a bajillion saves.
Late May. The lino flowers that painted Trista's spring fields had faded, replaced by lush greenery and a refreshing breeze. With the trials of last month's field study behind us, we found ourselves caught up once more in the bustle of school life. Both Both our combat training and academic studies continued to become more and more demanding. But May also heralded the beginning of specialist classes, more befitting a military academy.
Military sciences.
The Orbital Revolution 50 years ago changed the way wars were fought forever. There are a number of reasons for this fundamental change, but 4 factors in particular that I would argue to be the most important. The first is the invention of orbital guns, cannons, and other weaponry. The increased accuracy of these weapons, as well as their ease of maintenance and manufacture, instantly rendered all other firearms obsolete. The second factor is the associated mechanization of the military. Orbital technology led to the formation of armored divisions made up of tanks and armored cars. The impact this new kind of tactical unit had on the battlefield, with its enhanced offense, defense, and mobility, cannot be overstated. The third factor is the invention of airships. Warships that rely on the gravity manipulation ability of a flight field to remain in the air simply did not exist before the revolution. The sudden addition of a whole new dimension to war, the sky, made countless new strategies viable that were previously unimaginable. And the last factor is the creation of an entirely new practical science, which may be the biggest, most important change of all. Without orbital technology, such a concept would scarcely even have been conceivable, but now we'd be virtually crippled without it. Reen Schwarzer, can you tell the class what that new scientific breakthrough was?
Something only possible after the orbital revolution, which revolution that would be. Orbital communications. Or wireless communication technology based on formless transmissions through orbital waves. Of course, countermeasures have also been invented, such as wiretapping and jamming, to partially limit the benefits, but nonetheless. Got it right. I know the basics, but I never heard it gone into such detail before. Yeah, you've been saying that for the last month and a half, Reen. Class 1 and 7 combined.
Why did Lady Laura have to be placed in a class like that? I was truly looking forward to studying alongside her.
Is that girl next to her not the one who scored the highest on the entrance exam?
I believe so, though I also hear she's a mere commoner.
There's something about that silvered-haired girl that I find oddly soothing. I wonder if she'd let me stroke her hair if I were to ask nicely.
That's a weird thing to say.
That's quite enough idle chatter. We are members of Class 1. We are above such droll behavior.
Evidently not.
We cannot allow ourselves to be bettered by that rabble, even in something as insignificant as the culinary arts.
Of course not. I'm so accustomed to our chef doing all of the cooking, however, that I must admit I'm finding this all rather challenging.
Wow, the rich are pampered by their servants that can't cook. Crazy. Who could have guessed?
It stands to reason they'd be curious about our class. It's hard to blame them for that, at least.
I think you've wished that plenty already.
I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of using an orbital computer.
Likewise. I was lost at first, but
It's slowly beginning to make more sense.
Just have your teacher smoking in the classroom.
Technology here in Erebonia, so I think most people are confused until they've gotten used to it. Machias and Eustace both picked it up surprisingly quickly, though.
Yeah, but academics are their thing. And I'm pretty sure Machias has been interested in computers for a while, too.
Eustace also seems to get the hang of things far quicker than most people, even if he's not interested in them at all. Which probably just adds insult to injury for Machias.
I'll bet. I hear they were really butting heads during last month's field study.
They were. At one point, things almost took a violent turn. We were able to hold them back, but I don't think we could have kept them under control for long if Instructor Sarah hadn't arrived.
We really need to do something about them, but I have no idea what.
I don't either, but you're right. This has gone on for way too long as it is. It needs to stop.
Rean Schwarzer.
Huh? Isn't he from Class 1?
Patrick, is it?
That is correct. My full name is Patrick T. Hyarms. I don't believe I need to say anything more than that.
Okay.
What?
So, you're from the Hyarms family.
Are they prestigious?
About as prestigious as they come. The Hyarmses are one of the 4 great houses.
Sure.
Though they're slightly lower in rank than the Albareas. I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Oh, but you should have, though. You should have meant all the
I didn't
offense.
come here to talk to commoners or foreigners. I came to bring gladsome tidings to you, Rean Schwarzer. I am generously extending you welcome to make use of the accommodations on the 3rd floor of the Student Union building.
You mean...
the 3rd floor?
That's where the Noble Salon is, right?
Your father may be a mere baron, but that still makes you a noble. And though you've had the misfortune of sharing a class with this riffraff, I have decided to use my good name as a member of the Hyarms family to afford you the privilege of joining us. I do hope you appreciate it.
Well, how can I turn him down politely?
This hardly strikes me as the best place to be recruiting new members.
Eustace.
Eustace Albarea?
I wasn't aware the 3rd son of the Hyarms family counted playing factions among his hobbies. If you wished for company in the salon, should you not have come to me first?
You? You've been invited countless times. You simply choose not to come. Despite there being no shortage of second years practically begging for your company.
I have no interest.
Suit yourself then. But you, Schwarzer, make sure you think long and hard about this. If you care about your future, you need to start thinking about the connections you're making and the sides you're taking.
He's certainly not shy.
No, he's not. I wasn't sure how to turn him down either. Thanks for stepping in, Eustace.
I wasn't trying to help you, but I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so no, that's all.
Last month's field study? Is he...
Yeah, I think he means the run-in we had with the Provincial Army.
Ah, so he feels partially responsible for his family's actions then. He must have been looking for a way to apologize to you.
That or he disagrees with his father's actions, which would make sense.
After all.
Tomorrow's a free day. Just remember next Wednesday is your 2nd practical exam. Just wondering when she'd bring that up. Will you be announcing the details of our next field study trip on Wednesday also? Of course, you'll be heading out next weekend. Sure you can hardly wait. Blah, 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 blah. Midterms are scheduled for the middle of next month. Just file that away if you would. Sounds irritating. Based. It's a good thing. You need to be thinking about your academic studies. School can't just be military strategy, you know. Because if it is, I'm going to get an earful from the vice principal. Again. Something you care about? That if you care about the answer being right, I'm a combat instructor. Book smarts like that are well beyond me. Yikes. It's all for homeroom. Blah, blah.
All rise. Bow.
Well, I'll see you later, Reen.
Later.
Oh, are you two going to club activities today?
Yeah, I am. Did you want to have dinner together later?
We've been eating in the cafeteria an awful lot lately, so maybe we could go to the cafe in Trista today for a change of scenery?
Sounds good to me. You want to just meet up in the entrance hall later?
Sure.
See you then.
Oh, hi, Elisa. Are you off to club practice too?
Oh, no, not today.
What is it? Is there something you wanted to ask me?
It's nothing. I'll see you later.
What was that all about?
Did you do something else to upset her?
Not that I'm aware of. Though I suppose it's possible I did something wrong without even realizing it.
I was speaking in jest, I assure you. Are you planning on going into the old schoolhouse again tomorrow?
Yeah. The principal did ask me to keep an eye on it, so I thought I'd make time for a quick look inside.
All right. Please let me know when you're planning to begin the expedition, if you would. I have club activities tomorrow, but as far as I'm concerned, the old schoolhouse takes priority.
Thanks.
Excellent. I'll see you tomorrow then.
You're in the chess club, aren't you, Machias?
Of course he is.
Or are you planning on studying in the library?
Since when was it any of your business what I choose to do after class?
Oh, he's become an enemy. Oh no.
No, I just... Have I done something to upset you?
Well, yeah, you're a noble, right? Which means he automatically hates you by default?
Not especially.
Do you think there's no depth to his character?
It's actually my fault for being deceived so easily in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah. Had to have known this was coming, right?
Let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're all in equal standing here. I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I just...
Save your breath. Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie.
He didn't lie. He was adopted, so he said that on the train. He said there was not a drop of noble blood in his veins. It's technically not a lie.
I'm sorry.
Please, think nothing of it.
Oh, am I intruding?
Oh, no, not at all. Did you need something?
I accidentally left one of my textbooks in my desk, so I came back to fetch it. Ah, here it is.
What subject?
Take a look.
Intermediate mathematics for dummies.
Studying hard as always, I see. Except, wait, intermediate? Isn't that part of the Sunday school curriculum? Seems a bit basic for you.
Oh, it's not for me. I promised to help Fee with her math studies.
Oh, okay.
I found this at a bookshop in town and thought it might be of some use to her.
Ah, okay.
Which reminds me, I should really be going. I'm sure she's waiting for me by now.
So she's dumb. Got it.
I'll see you later, Reen.
Take care.
Dumb might not be the right word. Doesn't apply herself.
And don't worry.
Huh?
I'm sure Machias doesn't hate you or anything. If you can find some way of making him realize how you feel, I'm sure he'll understand. It's just getting through to him that might be tough.
Yeah. I just have to keep at it. If Emma believes I can make it work, then I'll believe it too. I should probably also get going. Maybe I'll wander around the academy grounds for a while before returning to the dorm.
Do I have anything I can do, or is it just like... this button. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can do. So I can only screw around here. Okay, this is everything that we could have bought at the last place. Sure. Makes sense. Part of me is a little nervous to touch anyone else. I might hold off until I know for sure who's coming with me, or who can come with me. Alright, let's finish up for the night. There's not really a point in staying out. Oh, come on.
Hey there, first year.
Oh, I'm not going to play along with your scams this time.
I wasn't trying to hustle you before. Did you, figure out how I did it, though? If you really want your 50 mirror back, I'll be happy to hand it over. But wouldn't you rather feel like you earned it?
There had to have been a trick to it. If I had to guess, I'd say the crux of this illusion was... No, he definitely threw it in, which means it must have... No, which means it must be... Of course! Which means... You threw the coin in the air, but let it fall instead of trying to catch it. You let it fall right into the open bag, lying in wait for it at your feet. Am I right?
Yeah, not bad. It took you a while to get there, but I'll give it to you.
So I was right.
Yep, spot on. And a promise is a promise, so here's your 50 mirror bag.
Oh, I spin it. Oh no.
Sorry. I've only got 10 mirror on me.
It's fine. It's only 50 mirror. You can keep it.
Oh, really? Well, that's mighty generous.
Hey! Stop trying to leech money off innocent first years, you louse.
Oh crap, it's the she-devil.
What?
It's a nice motorcycle.
A bicycle? No, it looks like it's powered by orbital energy. Wait.
You're Reen, I take it. I've been hearing all about you from Toa and George. Sounds like you pulled off some pretty amazing stuff in your field study last month.
I'm surprised you know my name, actually. Guess I should still officially introduce myself, though.
Same. I'm Angelica. Angelica Ragnar. Glad I could finally make your acquaintance.
Ragnar? As in Marquis Ragnar? Head of one of the 4 great houses?
Same reaction every time, I swear. Yeah, I'm his unworthy daughter. But he doesn't really want to have anything to do with me since I go around dressed like this.
I think it's less how you dress and more how you behave. Where are you going on that bike at this hour anyway?
Oh, George finally finished tuning the Orbital engine. So I figured I'd give it a run to the capital and back and see how it holds up.
Sure must be nice not to have a care in the world.
Look who's talking.
So you do ride it like a bike. Wow.
Well, catch you later. I'm thinking of putting in a request for you sometime. If I do, I'd sure appreciate a swift response.
Lost for words? That's a little something George put together a while back. He calls it an Orbital bike. Pretty cool, huh?
It is. It's kind of like a steel horse. I'm guessing you can't buy those in any shops?
Nah. The Ruhr Institute of Technology started putting that one together as part of a test. Then George finished it off. Angelica put up the money for the parts herself. Oh, but Toa and I helped out too.
Sounds like it must have been a pretty challenging project. Are you on good terms with Toa and George then? Angelica said she'd heard all about me from them. Maybe you had a little something to do with that too?
Well, we're all from different classes, but we've kind of stuck together for a while now. Come to think of it, Name's Crow Armbrust. 2nd year, class 5. I'm sure I'll catch you around again. Later.
So, his name's Crow, huh? Angelica's the daughter of Marquis Ragnar. Toa, it seems like every second year I meet is somebody important.
I don't know, he was part of class 5. That didn't seem very important to me. The Verdant City. Hang out in the dormitory or stay in your room? Is there a difference? Let me see if this matters. Probably talk to the ones that are around, right? Just barge into the room if they're not present. still wanted to say thank you. Not really used to handling situations like that. I mean, I'm a noble, but I've never really spent much time with other members of nobility. Your problems have nothing to do with me. I guess he's got some issues of his own then. Well, I mean, we saw firsthand how his dad runs their, like, Providence. Like, yeah, I would have issues too. Like, can't be easy. To give him some credit, right? I don't think any of them are here. Dense MC right there. Sword practice is usually my go-to for clearing my mind. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Well, the wife is gonna be home soon. I'll probably have to do stuff around the house. So this is where I'm gonna end today's stream. I will probably just do a lot of the free day stuff, like, off stream, because it's mostly just, like, menial fetch quests and the like, and doesn't really progress the story too much. At least with the last free day, it was just like, do this for AP, or do that, I guess, if you want, kind of. And so, yeah, I'll just do it off screen. And then I'll do some grinding, and then we'll come back and finish I'll do the old schoolhouse boss on stream. So yeah, thanks YouTube. I will catch y'all later. I do want to try and get back and play Romancing Saga on Monday. So I'm gonna grind a whole bunch this weekend, see if I can get that done. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Maybe tomorrow. Don't expect the weekend stream, but if